So let me explain something before. This video is going to be called, Friday breakfast part 2. You might say, what's special about Friday? Well, it's a Muslim country. Friday is a special day for Muslims, and therefore it's part of the weekend. So it's a bit different, breakfast on the weekend, isn't it? So in Jordan, the weekend is Friday and Saturday. I think in Saudi Arabia they do Thursday and Friday, as long as Friday is part of it. But the weekend actually can be flexible because there are Christians in this country, and so they can take, I'm not sure, all of Sunday off or half of Sunday off. Jordan's a very flexible country, just like you can bring your own dishes to a shop and they'll fill it in. Sometimes you can even bring your own ingredients for bread or something, and you can have your own kind of pizza or something. It's a very flexible kind of country, not overly mechanized, let's say. So let's go through what's the breakfast that's cost 3 JD, which is roughly £3. So there's basically two kinds of hummus. Hummus is basically ground. You probably know what hummus is, right? It's like in England, you know what hummus is. Basically, it's made out of chickpeas. That's chickpeas. That's crushed chickpeas with olive oil and stuff like that. But this is what we call hummus khishna, which means kind of what's the word? Bigger grains, yeah, more coarse is the fancy word. And this is a smooth one. This is apparently more Palestine from Palestine style, and this is more like the Syrian style. And then we've got loads of falafel. This will feed the whole family easily. This is very heavy stuff. And as I was saying, it's not falafel, and this is freshly made. Seriously, it's soft when you have it totally freshly made, and in England it's the worst, like I said, because it's frozen and it's always a solid. You don't really enjoy the falafel unless you go to a shop where they freshly made it right in front of you. But even if it's made like an hour ago or earlier in the day is the worst, not the worst, it's not as bad as frozen falafel. But anyway, and you can see the rest. If you haven't seen my earlier videos, it's a very important tradition. Olive oil, people literally eat olive oil, very healthy. My son, who's into fitness, they say bodybuilders actually eat olive oil. Then you've got the cucumbers and tomatoes, so the standard stuff. Of course, they give you these little dips, kind of spicy stuff to go with this. When I say they, the people at the shop who made the hummus and put the plastic over it and whatever. This is the main cheese, the white cheese, salty cheese, 2 kinds of tea. I almost finished with the video. I'm telling my wife, so she can get onto the table. So you got, I think the small one's probably sage tea, big one mint tea, more popular, and olives from the garden, and they are a bit more sour. Fresh bread, fairly fresh bread, like from yesterday or something, 2 days ago, yogurt. And I totally forgot, this is a very important thing, fool. Fool is basically beans, broad beans with a bit of spice usually. Can't see any spicy stuff.
They dry them after broad beans are dry, they become brown.
Yeah.
And then they boil them, become like that.
Right, I was wondering how they become brown. Okay, fine, yeah. So food is also very traditional breakfast food. Just have to say, Jordanians are very, very simple food, but very healthy tastes. And yes, and this is thyme. If za'atar is it's a mixed. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I've done that video before. And that goes with that, and you eat it with the bread and whatever.